Hey, what's up y'all? Welcome back to episode 2 of this series that I'm doing about legend plays. And so that's supposed to mean, just as a reminder, that's supposed to mean applications of PvP skills in a match in order to try to win the match. And this is the kind of stuff that helped me to not only hit legend in the past, but also climb the leaderboard. So the technique that I'm going to go over today is called the standstill win condition. And basically it's pretty much what it sounds like. Basically I win this match by standing still. So something else to keep in mind is for this video I am using the Smash team, and so that's an open great league. It's the team I've used to hit legend the past 2 seasons, well, season 9 and season 10. We're in the interlude season now. And shout out to Smash King 08 for that team comp. So with that said, let's dive into the match. Okay, so we see that I'm facing a YYDS member in this battle. I'm going to play this at normal speed because there's something that's going to happen where I want us to be aware of the time. Alright, so this feels pretty rock, paper, scissors so far. I win lead with Umbreon on a ghost, and then I get to insta-swap to DD in order, and I block here in case they go for the Quake. They do go for the Quake. It's Shadow, so if they land that Quake, they could potentially flip the matchup right there. So I overcharge, and then I throw a Bolt. I also knew that Umbreon won't really need a shield when it gets matched back up with their ghost, so I felt comfortable doing that here, as much as I do like saving shields. Alright, so we're going to be able to at least get one Psycho Boost off. I'll go for a second one if I can. I get the idea here that maybe this opponent wants to like load up on energy, and so what they might do, and it looks like they're letting me get to another boost, what they might do is allow me to keep boosting as long as I can in order for them to get a complete farm down, and it looks like that's what they're doing. Okay, smart play here. They catch a boost from DD onto Bastiodon, and at this point I didn't really want to lock in. I kind of want my ability to switch out if I need to, so I just kept going. I don't like that I let the Bastiodon farm up energy there. So I think what I'm thinking at that point in the battle is I'm just going to try to over farm here, and I'm going to have to load up, and they're probably, I'm going to take one here. I can't take two though. They're probably going to come back in with the ghost at a certain point, in which case I'm going to need to insta-swap. So I go for the EP, which they shield. I'm going to go for the second Earth Power, and I have no doubt that they're going to shield this one. Which basically means that after our timers, their timers should be caught up to mine now. So I start farming. Okay, we've gotten to their move. I anticipate that I need to shield, and then I just need to switch because I don't want to get sniped. So either you see me switch. I don't want to get sniped by their coffin, their ghost. Sure enough, they go for the Shadow Ball. Okay, so here I have a few options, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't know that my Umbreon can take this battle home on its own. I'll still build energy, and then I decide, you know what, I'm just going to farm up in case I do need these, but at this point I think what I still need is the nidoqueen. And so you see stand still there. This is not paused. You can see both are animated. And look at this, we are both standing. It's not just me standing still, we are both standing still. And he has energy. He could throw. I could throw. He could throw. Boom, my clock is up, which his clock is up. He throws. I live. We both insta-swap to Bastion and Nidoqueen here. And then this Earth Power is going to be enough to KO the Bastiodon. I've still got some life left. In comes the Coffin. And we simul KO. Holy cow. Alright, so that was 18 seconds. And let's just do a recap. Let's just do a recap of, I want to walk you through why I did that. So we see, here, we're going back into battle where the Bastiodon gets my shield. And it doesn't, I don't think it's completely empty. I do think that they overcharge. But if you saw the health on that Basti, it was still very healthy. Poison Fang is not going to do it. And when I go to actually build all of this energy up, even if I throw, like the Coffin is about to throw more, another Shadow Ball, and look at the damage done by that Shadow Ball on a Dark type. That's actually pretty impressive. Even if I threw right there and KO'd this Coffin, or just, even if I just complete the Snarl down, basically I'll have a little bit over 2 foul plays loaded, and that's not enough to KO like a 60 to 75% HP. Here we go with the standstill again. We're both just standing here. We both know if I kill their Coffin here, then their Bastiodon gets to come in and gets to farm up energy. And that was the problem, is that basically then the Bastiodon would catch up on energy like my Nidoqueen. And then I go for the Earth Power here. So the Bastiodon would have caught up on energy and been able to threaten my Nidoqueen back. So basically what I needed to do was to just stand there and keep my energy lead. At a certain point they had a shield lead in this match, and what I ended up having to do in order for this to play out well was basically to just stand there and recognize that the foul plays that I built up, and even the health that I had on Umbreon, wasn't going to be enough. And if their Bastiodon really wanted to, it could have potentially just farmed down my Umbreon, and by that I mean just use fast moves and build energy, and then Nidoqueen would not have a move to throw to threaten it back when Nidoqueen comes back in. So I just had to think big about energy in that match, especially given that I felt the need to commit that shield to DD early on with the Shadow Wall Rain Earthquake, because I knew if they landed that, then they could potentially shield anything that my DD would throw, and then I would go down shields and still lose switch. And so that's why I felt in that interaction of DD and Wall Rain, I should just commit the shield in case they actually do throw it. It is Shadow. If it wasn't Shadow Wall Rain, I wouldn't have been as concerned. But being able to keep switch and then being able to recognize that, hey, I can win this battle by literally just standing here for the full 18 seconds until both of our clocks are up, at which point when we switch back, I'll be able to preserve my energy lead over their Bastiodon and take this game. So there you have it. That is the standstill technique. I've seen others use this. If you follow Speediest Chief 2 on Twitter or on Twitch, then you've seen that he hosts GBLA, Go Battle League. I think it's Association. I can't remember what the A stands for. But basically, when there is a leaderboard in seasons, Speedy hosts the GBLA each Friday, where the top folks in like maybe top 20 are invited to compete from the leaderboard. And I've seen some GBLA competitors use the standstill technique before, and so that was really useful here in this context, in this battle. And that's where you want to watch out for how you're going to use it. It could be to burn out your clock so that your own Pokemon can end up with a huge amount of energy, and then you finally take down their Pokemon so that you can go and threaten their Pokemon with it after your clock is up, in case you have to switch, or in case you just want to control not the Pokemon in front of you right now, but the one that might come in after. If you want to control their energy, that's one way to do it. Another way is basically only to just think about that next Pokemon. The one in front of you is one you beat either way, but maybe it's not about building your own energy, and maybe it's about just controlling the energy that they can get in the end game. And so that's what we saw here. It really didn't matter as much that I built so much energy with Umbreon. That only would have mattered if Nidoqueen had not had enough HP left to either beat the Coffin or to simul KO with it. But given that it did, and given that Umbreon still had perhaps enough HP to survive one more Shadow Claw, that's where I could have either completed a Snarl, or I could have done an undertap on a foul play and still taken that game had Nidoqueen not survived from the Coffin. So, wow, what a match. What a technique. And so basically, one of the PvP skills that this was applying was energy management. And so that means not only looking out for your own energy, but also paying attention to where your opponent is with their energy, and also paying attention to where the opponent is with their HP. The whole reason I thought to control their energy was because I knew that after we both insta-swapped, him to the Coffin and me back to Umbreon, I knew that after that, the Bastiodon still had a ton of HP left. And so that's what led me to think, you know what, Umbreon can't take this on its own. And if I try, I think that then my Nidoqueen goes down with it. So paying attention to your energy, your own HP, paying attention to the opponent's HP and energy, that's key to the success of executing the technique of the standstill, because you want to make sure you can actually pull it off. In this case, I was able to, and in this case, that was sort of a recipe for the need to pull this off, as I just walked through. All right, folks, that is episode 2 of Legend Plays. If you like this episode, please let me know in the YouTube comments. As always, please like, share, comment. I would love to hear back from you. And I'm going to try to keep up this pace of doing these videos that are maybe just one battle, but are analyzing it in a deeper way, to highlight some of these techniques, these legend plays, so to speak, and talk about what PvP skills they're involving. So until next time, peace out.